All right, so in just a couple of minutes, we're going to be doing an interview with one of the folks, Bianca, from the Montreal Motorcycle Show. We'll get a chance to talk a bit with her about what the shows are looking like this year and what kind of prep kind of goes into setting up a motorcycle show. Cool. All right, guys.
Hey, Greg.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Awesome.
Pardon my messy broom.
Yeah, I know. I kind of had to do a bit of a straighten up myself this morning since I knew this was going to be recorded and then eventually put on your site. So I had all the kitchen stuff in the background, putting it all away. Yeah, it's all good.
Awesome. Good. So, how's the show preparation going?
Yeah, things are going super good. Kind of the calm before the storm right now, but we're in super shape. We're super stoked, and yeah, looking forward to an awesome show.
So, couple questions for you. I don't know if you got my list of questions. This give you a little bit of prep time, or if not, it's all good. I'm just going to throw them at you.
Okay, perfect. I did not get the list of questions, so we'll do it on the fly.
Even better. So, how long have you been with the motorcycle show? I know this kind of group. It does what? Montreal, Quebec City.
Yeah, exactly. We've got 7 shows across the country. So Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver, Moncton, Quebec City, Toronto, and Montreal. So we finished the circuit in Montreal on the 26th to the 28th of February. And Toronto's coming up actually this upcoming weekend.
Yep.
So that's coming up, and then Montreal's the weekend after. I've been with the organization 3 years. This will be my 3rd show with the motorcycle shows.
And what is it that you actually do at the show?
I put the whole show together. So I get with a team.
Yeah.
But I basically head up the organization of the show. So rounding up all the exhibitors, the marketing campaign, getting all of our visitors in, connecting, just with the public, letting them know what's going to be at the show this year, putting a bunch of special features together. We've got, in addition to obviously all the motorcycles and all the new models at the show, we've got a bunch of entertainment and attractions. So getting all of that organized. So yeah, pretty much pulling the whole thing together.
So no Ottawa. That's sad. We had almost no motorcycle show this year.
Is that right?
Yeah, the whoever does the motorcycle show in Ottawa almost canceled it, but they've joined in with the car show. So
okay.
So you may be getting a lot of Ottawa attendees coming to Montreal, including myself.
Awesome. You know what? We do get actually people traveling from quite a far distance because we do have. I mean, it is the biggest of all of our 7 shows.
Right.
So all the manufacturers are there, all their new bikes, but then we've got all the distributors, the equipment and the gear distributors, the parts guys. We've got custom bikes. We've got everything, and a bunch of companies that are retailing. So we've got a really good mix and so much variety. So we do tend to get a lot of people kind of traveling from far and wide.
Right. So how long does it take, to get the show started? Like when this show finishes, when the Montreal show is over, do you immediately start planning for 2017?
Yeah, basically we do. I mean, we obviously go through the process of getting feedback from everyone. We do surveys on show site with our visitors. So we take all of that feedback. We sort of look at, what are people loving? What can we do better? What should we add? And then we start planning. We pretty much get going. And we start with obviously the more big picture stuff, the strategic stuff in the spring and summertime. But yeah, I mean, it's all the details behind the scenes, like getting the venue all lined up again, getting our decorators together, picking, how we're going to advertise. I mean, the landscape's changing so fast. So are we advertising in print? Are we doing TV?
Right.
Are we doing radio? And kind of analyzing all of that, what worked, how are we reaching people? And then, basically once the summer's wrapped up, we start getting in touch with all the exhibitors and then putting the floor plan together. That changes every year also. So we've got to design the floor plan, get everyone placed, and then go find, whatever new exhibitors also are out there so that we can obviously always be bringing some fresh and new stuff to the show.
Do you guys find it hard to coordinate, especially with the bigger vendors, to make sure that they are able to appear? I know even for myself, going to some of the bike rallies and shows in the US and the States, you get the odd big brand that's just like, it's not on our roadmap this year, it's not going to hit the right time.
Yeah, we're super lucky actually. Our show is the manufacturer showcase. So they are all at the show every year. So that's such a huge advantage because it really is the only place where visitors can see all the brands all under one roof. You can sit on everything, try it all out, ask the questions that you want to ask for everyone and from everyone. So yeah, we're super lucky. We knock on wood, don't run into that problem. They are all there, and that's awesome.
So what about small vendors? I was there about 2 years ago. It was the first time that I attended the Montreal show, and it was neat to see some of the smaller vendors. Do you find that it's a fairly big draw for them to want to make an appearance at that?
Yeah, it is. I mean, we get a lot of people coming through our show. There'll be about 33,000 visitors coming through over the 3 days. So it's an incredible way to get the whole community together and bring everyone together, especially at this time of the year when we all know and we're super excited for riding season to actually get underway. So, we really do get that hype and we really get everyone coming out. And so, yeah, all the little, the independent businesses and, the custom bike guys, the parts guys, the travel destinations, hotels that are in popular riding spots that are, bike friendly, and all those guys, they all come out to sort of bring a really great mix of anything and everything that could interest riders at the show.
So what's if you were to pick a few things that are new this year compared to previous year, what is some new things that I may see from when I went 2 years ago?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously not new from a show concept standpoint, but new to our show every year is obviously the new 2016 models. I mean, that's sort of first and foremost what the show is all about. So it's, like I said, the first place to see all of them in one spot. And this year, as I'm sure you know, and all of our avid riders know, it's been a pretty awesome year for new models. Everybody's got something, and in some cases more than just something, in most cases a couple of awesome new models coming out. So just from that standpoint, to sort of see the variety and to see what's coming out and all the new models, I think it's a super fun and super exciting year. And then we've got actually trials demonstrations at the show this year where the last couple of years, we've been doing them with, bicycle and electric trials bikes, but we actually got approval this year to have actual motors running on the floor. So we're going to sort of have the sight and sound and smell of bikes happening, which we all are hungry for now. So that should be super fun. We've got some of the best trials riders in the province actually coming out to do some awesome demos, and they've got a pretty awesome obstacle course set up. So that's going to be great. We've got a new conference program with Eric Menard. He is the host of a TV show here in Quebec called the show Le Show de Moto. So he's got a whole bunch of different experts that he's invited to sort of answer any questions from, again, whether it's technology, new models, travel, destinations. So we've got a whole new conference program for people looking for information. We've got actually some really awesome custom bikes this year. We've got a bunch of our local builders, companies like builders like Clockwork Motorcycles, Hardcore Cycle, Speedbird, Lulu MC, Teaspoon. Those are clothing and lifestyle brands that actually all have a documentary coming out later this year. So they're all going to be at the show with their t-shirts, their gear, their builds. We've got actually a dealer in Quebec City, Clément, one of the biggest Harley Davidson dealers actually in the country, who has 5 custom bikes that he put together last year as an homage to the Rolling Stones. They're pretty crazy, full airbrush, full artwork, fully customized, that sort of pay a tribute to the band, which he's a huge fan of. So those are definitely a must-see. iRide. I'm not sure if you've heard of the iRide technology. It's a virtual reality test drive that's in BMW's booth.
Okay.
So for anyone that's never been on a bike and they're wondering, what does it feel like? I mean, obviously all of us riders talk about how awesome riding is and the freedom and the feeling and the sights and the sounds. BMW's put this awesome technology together called iRide, where you can actually get on a bike, put the virtual reality goggles, I guess, on, and totally feel what it is to actually ride. So
Wow.
Totally fun for riders, but for anyone that hasn't actually ever been on a bike, pretty awesome way to see if you're into that feeling and into all of that. So yeah, there's a ton. For kids, there's the Yamaha Riding Academy. So we actually have activities for the whole family. So bring down the kids. It's free of charge. You can sign up the kids for the Riding Academy, where they get suited up in all the latest motocross gear. They get on a little mini TTR bike from Yamaha, and there's a closed circuit that they ride around with certified instructors. So great way to get kids into riding young, get them in good habits with, the proper gear and helmets and safety and all that good stuff. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff.
That's awesome. So for those of us that are going to be attending, for sure, do you find that is there a lot of vendors that are actually doing selling there? Is it mostly a showcase? Can you go there, with a pocket full of money and leave with no money? Can I buy? A lot of shows, you go to and it's all about display, and you're like, I would like to buy this jacket, or I want to buy a Yamaha t-shirt, or I want to buy and they're like, no, you have to come to our store.
Yeah, so there's a combination of that. We've got about, I'd say, 20 or so vendors that are actually retailing at the show. So we've got a couple of guys with, gloves and boots and some helmet guys. We've got, a couple of jewelry guys. We've got the Gastown Supply Company guys coming with Simpson motorcycle helmets. So yeah, there's actually going to be definitely a good choice of vendors there that you can actually cash and carry with. There's also a bunch of dealers at the show. So if you're actually ready to buy a motorcycle right now to get the season started, there's dealers that are at the show ready to fully sell you a bike. So absolutely, if you've got money burning a hole in your pocket, we've got definitely vendors and dealers that are ready to definitely help you out and get you all kitted out for the season. And there's also a bunch of the distributors that obviously they don't sell direct. So they're there showcasing all the lines that they distribute, but they can actually help you get connected with the closest dealer in your area, for example. So again, it's kind of a really neat way to see everything, because not every dealer is necessarily carrying every single product from product line. So you can come to the show, see the whole lineup, and then find out from that distributor where the closest place is that you can actually go and buy it. But you can try everything on for size, see all the different colors, get all that information. So it's a combo of both, I'd say.
Nice. So where are you guys located, parking wise? What kind of price per ticket are we looking at to come into the show?
Yeah, so regular admission's $15, and then we've got some student rates that are at a bit of a discount. We've got a seniors rate as well at a bit of a discount. And then family passes for $39 for 2 parents and 2 kids. So yeah, pretty cost effective, pretty non-expensive way to have an awesome time. Grab a bunch of friends, come on down, have a couple beers, chill out for the afternoon, chill out for the evening, and talk bikes, look at bikes, all that good stuff. Friday night is She Rides night. So obviously we're all aware and we're all seeing lots of women getting into the sport, which we love. It's super awesome. So to sort of encourage and celebrate that, we've got on Friday night half price admission for women. So it's $7.50 to get into the show on Friday night for the ladies. And we're actually giving away a Kawasaki Ninja 300 to a lucky lady on Friday night. So pretty cool. If you're looking for a new motorcycle, ladies, come on down. And parking, and in terms of accessibility, I mean, we're at the Palais des Congrès in Montreal, so we're in downtown Montreal, lots of parking in the area. We're also subway accessible, so we're right on the subway line. The subway literally gets out right in the Palais, so you don't even need to go outside if you don't want to, or we're right there, just a escalator ride up from the subway station. So yeah, lots of options to get there and to come have a great time.
Yeah, because you're lucky you didn't get this weekend for weather.
Yeah, it's a little
A
chilly.
little chilly. It was minus 42 here yesterday, so that was no good.
I know. I guess we needed to get a little bit
A
of
little
the
bit of
winter.
winter. Yeah, I rode all the way up
Yeah,
on Christmas Day, so I can't complain too much.
exactly.
Yeah. Bianca, it was awesome to talk to you. Um,
Yeah, too.
yeah, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna probably, I don't know if you'll be there probably Saturday or during the show. Well, I will come and say hi, stop by the media tent.
Yeah,
So,
awesome. That would be great.
excellent. And we will hopefully have this video up online later on this afternoon.
Fantastic. Thank you so
Excellent.
much.
Thank you, Bianca.
Okay,
See you
bye.
later. Bye. And that was Bianca from the, well, it sounds like Canada Motorcycle Show. Really, she's doing this stuff all across Canada. Looks like it's going to be a fantastic show to go to. So for those of you that are actually in Montreal, please make sure you attend. Looks like the Toronto show is happening this coming weekend. I'll make sure they have dates and a link to their main site. All right, guys, it was a pleasure. Thanks, Bianca. Thanks, Bianca. And thanks to everybody for watching. Talk to you guys later. Bye.